Good evening, everybody. It's kind of a rock and roll day today, Friday. It's Friday at the movies with Father Tim O'Brien. That's me. I'm the Jokester Priest, and we're going to be watching a movie today. This movie is an old movie from 1933. That was before I was born. Even before I was born. I know, it's funny. 1933, starring a young woman named Mae West. Now, Mae West was a little bit naughty. You know, I think we were all a little bit naughty, but at the time, she was, I guess, a lot of bit naughty. But what are you going to do? So this is Mae West in a movie called I'm No Angel, which is kind of funny because I'm Father Tim, the Jokester Priest, and she's Mae West and she's no angel. And that's also the name of a song. I believe it's a rock musician, Greg Allman's song, I'm No Angel. I think that was 1987, I believe that was. So this is sort of a rockin' Friday at the movies with Father Tim. So let's watch this movie, and we'll just comment on it. I've never seen it, so this is going to be new to you and to me, and we'll see how it goes here. All right, so start now. Okay, now we're watching it here. Mae West, I'm No Angel. I think sometimes we're all not angels. We try to be. I mean, it's just expected that I should be an angel because I'm a father. But you know, right over this way, folks. So there's a carnival type scene. Apparently she's in a freak show. And, you know, I don't know. Sometimes it's okay to put people in freak shows. You're going to see before your very eyes. Okay. What are we going to see? A girl who discovered you don't have to have, what could they be saying? Feet to be a dancer. She has no feet, I guess. I don't know. This is a freak show, so it could be, you know, somebody without any feet. Tira, the beautiful Tira. She has feet, apparently. That's not true, so they lied. They sometimes lie at carnivals, you know, sometimes. Maybe that's why they're not angels. I don't know. So she comes out there, and the fellas are, you know, they're kind of looking at her a bit. They're kind of leering. I believe that's the word, leering. These are fellas with hats on, you know, because back in those times you had to wear a hat to cover up your head. Just look at those eyes. I said those eyes. I don't know if he was meaning her eyes. I think he was meaning something else, but we don't want to get into that. So she's just kind of sitting up there looking at the crowd, being a little bit seductive, you know, and that's like a Jezebel thing, you know, that we talked about that at the last sermon. But I'm a Jokester Priest, so I kind of made a joke out of it, and no one really understood, and I got spoken to by the bishop, and he wasn't too happy. But, you know, I told him, hey, I'm just kidding. The only show where the tickets are made of asbestos. Now, that's kind of a funny joke, because now asbestos is not very, you know, safe. But it was a fire-proof type of thing, and, you know, it's people didn't know back then. So there's a big triangle there. That's kind of neat, because I used to play the triangle in high school band there. And she's doing the sort of like, what is that called? I don't even know. What's that song called? I don't know. Maybe Greg Allman would know that song. I don't know. But she's doing the little dance. She's got a shimmery type of dress on. I guess this would be a little bit risque, you know. And so she's doing a seductive type dance, putting her hands over her head. And, you know, they got the old guys like, ooh, yeah, how you doing? And that's just a joke. Oh, here's a song. Just call me. I can't read that. I don't know. Maybe it's a good thing I can't read it, because it's probably something a little bit risque. I like just to say risque because it's very French. And sometimes it's fun to just, you know, pretend, because I'm the Jokester Priest, so I like to have a little fun. Do I make myself clear, boys? I don't know what she's referring to there. I don't know. Suckers. I guess that's like, she took their money. Tomorrow night, boys, a big surprise. Well, now they're thinking, oh boy, maybe she's just gonna like take all of her clothes off, be a good girl, and work the lions tonight. So she's a lion tamer. So this is great. I'm going to be a bad girl and go home to bed. Well, I don't know if she's really going to go sleeping, but maybe that's meaning I'll work them tomorrow night. Oh, okay. So she's just trying to get them to give them money. And there's a lion. And to be honest with you, I don't know if that's the MGM lion, and it might be the same lion, that one in the beginning of MGM's like, roar! And they've had different lions in the past, but maybe it's the same lion. And the circus. The circus was a great thing. It was fun. We had fun at the circus. Are there any clowns? I hope that. Oh, that's a clown right there. That's awesome. I like clowns. Clowns are great. That's why I started off as a clown. The Jokester Priest was a minister for the circus. Ladies and gentlemen, I take great pleasure in. Well, I do too, but it depends on what you're going to say next. Introducing to you. That's a bit wordy. Big Tira. It's not tiara, it's Tira. And I believe she's going to tame some lions, which is kind of a metaphor for the wolves at the door, or the wolves, at the Hollywood wolves on the casting couch, But here she is. She's coming in on an elephant, and she's dressed as the Jokester Priest. And now, ladies and gentlemen, ladies and gentlemen, right? And I can't read that because it's like old font, from the 30s, and it's white on white, basically, which is rice. If I could say that, rice, white on rice, white on white is rice, and rice is nice. As long as there's no spice in the rice, then I'm okay with that. That's a little joke there. Okay, the lions. Are we watching this again and again? What is going on here? It's just lions and Mae West. And Mae West is yelling at the lions here. And we got the sailors again. If that lion don't bite her, I will. He says, that's not nice. I think he likes her. And to be honest with you, and I don't know because I've never been on a date before, but dating a person who's a lion tamer, I would say would be tough. Remember what I told you last night, handsome? And so like a lady lion tamer, and I guess I could say lady lion tamer would be probably a difficult person to get along with. And now she's putting her head in the lion's mouth. I think she did that. I don't know. I don't know if that was a special effect. I don't know if they had special effects back then. But this is the end of the movie here, and that's about all we have time for. And I have the cover for this movie right here. This movie is on Super 8, and Super 8 was super back in the day. They don't have circuses anymore. Because the elephants, were, I don't know. They were just, they were nice to the elephants, but like the elephants were like, meh. So they had to get rid of the circus, and then they had the circus without the elephants. It had no animals. They had dogs maybe, but even then they had to take the dogs out of the circus. So they just had the clowns, and then they were like, everyone's afraid of clowns, so they had to take the clowns out of the circus. So the circus is basically nobody. It was the ringmaster going, ladies and gentlemen, in this corner. So they had boxing matches instead of circuses, and then they said boxing was too violent, and then they didn't have anything. So they had everyone on their phones doing this, and that was the circus. Mae West was a wonderful person. She was... the church was not a real big fan of Mae West. The church was like, nah, not cool. But that was such a long time ago. It's like, back then the church was mad at Mae West, but now the church is like, whatever, there's much worse. It's kind of like back then don't eat meat on Fridays, and now they're like, you can eat meat, it doesn't matter. It was like, at the time it was a big deal and everybody had to conform, but now it's like, it's okay, you can eat meat on Friday. We're not even sure why you you couldn't eat meat on Friday, but now you can. It's all right. So yeah, so Mae West was considered at one point. The church didn't like her, but now, yeah, she's okay.